In the remote Appalachian town of Graven Hollow, whispered tales passed down for generations spoke of a malevolent spirit, the Graven Witch. Locals said she lived in the twisted branches of an ancient oak at the edge of Graven Forest. People who wandered too close to the tree were said to disappear, never to return. Some believed she watched from the shadows, choosing her next victim carefully. She couldn't enter the town itself thanks to the sacred presence of the old saint, Brigid's chapel in the center of Graven Hollow. The townsfolk believed its blessings held her at bay, tethering her dark soul to the forest's edge. So, the witch waited. She waited for someone bold or foolish enough to cross into her territory. It was a humid summer day when Daniel, a 20-year-old college student visiting from Chicago, heard about the legend from his cousin Reed. They sat by the creek, dragonflies skimming the surface of the water. "You're joking," Daniel said with a scoff. "A witch living in a tree? Come on, that's a dumb campfire story." But Reed leaned in, his voice dropping to a whisper. "It's real. We hear her laugh some nights, out near the old Fennec ruins, past the cemetery. She says things, like she's hungry." Reed dared Daniel to come with him that evening. At exactly 6:30 p.m., the two met again, flashlights in hand, near the woods. The sunset bathed the trees in blood-orange light. "We need to go further," Reed said, pointing to the ruins that stood crumbling at the far edge of the forest. "That's where you can hear her, clearly." Daniel rolled his eyes, but curiosity gnawed at him. They trudged through the brittle underbrush, the air getting colder the closer they came to the ruins. Once inside, silence swallowed them. No laughter, no voice, nothing. "Told ya," Daniel said smugly. "Total hoax." Reed shook his head. "I swear, she talks sometimes. Says the same thing. Come to me. I'm hungry." As they left, Reed walked ahead. Daniel lagged behind, chuckling to himself, until a cold breath brushed the back of his neck. Then he heard it. A woman's voice, raspy, sweet, and unmistakably sinister.
"Daniel, come to me. I'm hungry."
His body froze. Fear rooted him to the ground. "Reed!" he cried, but his voice cracked with terror. Reed rushed back. "What's wrong?" he asked. Daniel, pale and shaking, explained what he heard, but Reed hadn't heard a thing. That night, back at Reed's house, everything seemed normal. They had dinner, then turned in. But Daniel couldn't sleep. Something was wrong. Then came the whisper again, closer this time.
"Come outside, Daniel. I'm waiting."
Drawn like a puppet on invisible strings, he got up and walked outside. The air was dense with fog, chilling his bones. Shadows writhed at the edge of his vision. Then he saw her. A woman, dressed in black, stood in the middle of the road. Her back was turned. She was humming a twisted lullaby. The fog thickened. The town disappeared behind him as he followed her, helpless, hypnotized, through the trees. Soon he stood before the massive black oak tree, the witch's oak. That's when he snapped out of it. He screamed, "Where am I? Mom, Dad, help!" His cries echoed, unanswered. Then, laughter, cruel, high-pitched, echoing through the trees like knives through glass. He turned and saw her. The graven witch stood in the tree above, her face half-rotted, skin stretched like old leather, eyes glowing yellow. She wore a black shawl and held a rusted axe in one hand. Her nails were long, cracked, and razor-sharp.
"Such sweet fear,"
she rasped.
"It's been years since I fed well. Tonight I feast."
In a flash, she landed in front of him, her face inches from his. She scratched his cheek with one clawed finger, drawing a thin line of blood. He screamed, stumbled, and woke up, Gasping for air, soaked in sweat, he looked around. He was in bed, safe, just a dream. Relieved, but shaken, he walked to the sink. But as he splashed water on his face and looked in the mirror, a long red scratch stretched across his cheek. Daniel left for Chicago the next day. He never returned to Graven Hollow, but he would never forget the oak tree, or the laughter, and the Graven Witch still waits in the forest, whispering, "Come to me. I'm hungry." Still watching, but not subscribed. A lot of effort goes into making these videos. When you subscribe and share, it keeps me motivated to create more. So please, make sure to subscribe